Ooh. Yeah.
Holy. Good.
Oh yeah, you got a giant. You got a giant.
Hey Scotty!
Ross, always a pleasure to fish with you, sir.
It's an amazing place and it's an amazing day. We have about, what, 2 hours of fishing?
I'm thinking probably 2.5 hours if we stretch it.
Yeah, and today is our walleye fishing 101.
Yes.
So, I'll just give a bit of a, background of who I am, what I do. I'm the owner of Fanatik Baits, and I fished a lot of, for Zander in Europe. And I brought some of European baits to Canada and US to try them here, catch fish, and see, whether my skills, my knowledge, my experience applies to North American fish. Scotty, you?
I've been raising walleye pretty much for the last 20 years. I've got myself a little honey hole here that I started from the grassroots up, and we have quite a fishery here. And what I have learned along the way is how to catch these, how to entice them into biting. And what my traditional go-tos are a little different than what you've brought up today, so it's going to be interesting to see how they work going head-to-head.
For sure, and the reason why we say it's a bit different is, I guess, it's simply because, it's like American fishing versus European fishing kind of thing.
Let's be more bold than that, Ross. If I was going to be walking down the tackle shop anywhere in Ontario, the last thing I would think of purchasing, because I'm a traditional walleye guy, is some of your plastics, because they look like bugs.
Yep.
I'm not used to fishing with bugs. I'm used to fishing with paddle tails and split tails. Those are my go-to plastics.
Yeah.
So you're going to show me something today.
Well, yeah, we'll do a bit of a challenge today, so to make it entertaining.
Yep.
But first we'll begin with something of, just general information of what you need to start fishing. Start specifically walleye fishing. I would say my go-to setup would be medium to medium heavy spinning rod with something like 2500 to 3000 spinning reel.
Yep.
Braided line for sure, just to go through the bones. I always tie fluorocarbon line in the end, and jig head or my demountable jig system, which you'll see a bit in the future. That will be my go-to. And again, paddle tails is a great way to fish for walleye.
It is, and you brought up a good point in terms of the size of jig. Typically, if you're in moving water, you're going to want a heavier jig because you want that bottom contact. In this case, we're going to be doing vertical jigging as well as casting. So you're going to want that finesse presentation as you're bringing it back towards the boat. You want it jumping across the bottom. So you're going to want bottom contact with that. So it's something that you have to get used to based on the body of water that you're on, wind conditions, water flow, what have you, what size or weight jig head that you use.
I normally go with at least half an ounce, right?
Yeah.
And we just had a bit of a conversation before, and you said that we need a 1/4 ounce here.
A 1/4 ounce to 3/8 is primarily what I use here. There isn't a lot of big current. The wind has laid right down today, so we're going to be able to cast a mile, and we're going to be able to get that finesse presentation without the wind blowing our baits to one side or the other.
Awesome. So I say we start, what you're going to be, probably spinning rod and spinning reel.
Well, I'm going to use what, it's my go-to right now. It is Scotties Eye Candy, made by my good friend Romeo, as well as some of the plastic companies that have been gracious enough to endorse what Scotties Outdoors is doing with band baits and impact baits.
Awesome. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a challenge today too.
We are definitely going to have a challenge. Absolutely.
Awesome. So I say we start.
Dude, we're not catching fish doing this.
Yep.
Let's do it. You want to
How self-stir is it is?
You can fish this side if you want. Back here.
Sure. What's the structure?
Right now,
like flat. I wonder if there are rocks or anything like that. Stones. Oh. And the first fish of the day.
There we go.
What is it, perch?
Nice perch.
Nice perch.
Nice perch. You got one as well?
No, I missed
They're
it.
hitting like perch.
Yep.
It's a nice perch though.
Good size. Jumbo.
You're in into eating perch, that's a perfect size.
That would be perfect, yeah. Yeah, they are biting like perch, like ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
That is
Massive perch.
massive perch, yeah. Massive. Just look at that.
Massive perch.
Beautiful.
Yep, absolutely. See you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Phew, that's a nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice fish. That's bass.
Go. Nice.
Nice bass. Not exactly what we're looking for, but
I'll take a fish like that any day.
yep. Nice.
Nicely done.
It's hooked very nice too. Choked it.
Beautiful.
A larva again.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, let's release this fella. Okay. That didn't feel like bass, man. That was like doom, 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 like walleye pretty much. Or okay, that was shitty cast.
Dear Lord.
That is perch. That is perch. Holy cow.
How often,
Giant. That's like a good 2-pound perch.
how do you get a perch? Look at the size of that.
Yeah, that's like huge. Beautiful.
Wow.
Shit. On a full, wow.
Fish.
Yep. I don't know if it's big. Oh, it's big.
I wonder what it is. And it's
Nice
a
bass.
Oh, it's
Nice bass. Very nice bass. Nice. Dude, that's a chunk. That's a chunk.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't get it the first
he
time.
swallowed it too. Do you think he wanted it? Look how deep down the throat it is. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful fish. Awesome. Jesus.
Wow.
That's like good, I don't know, what, 2.5, 3?
That's a 3-pound, I'd say.
Pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's a 3-pounder.
Okay,
Nice job.
live.
They do fight though, even though it's not
Yeah.
massive.
Oh, they have, well, they eat well, right?
They do very well. No
So,
doubt about it. Oh,
awesome. Nice fella.
beautiful.
Where's?
Oh, fish on. Oof. What is this? And this is my first walleye. This is my first walleye of the day. It's not big fish, but
That's what we're targeting.
yes, exactly.
Beauty.
That's what we're targeting. And that's on the larvae.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Cooked nicely. Fat. Eating well.
Beautiful.
Okay. Go. Perfect.
You know what? Like, you can like bass fishing, but their bites are different. Something like, oof, when they like.
Little fella, but
A bit of weight. There's a little guy.
nice.
Nice. That is our target species for today.
Yes, that's exactly what we're
Nice
looking for.
golden color on that one, eh? That was probably the same fish that came back and hit it twice. Nice.
Beautiful.
Scotties eye candy. And those impact baits. Can't beat them. These fish.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Ooh. Ooh. Right, yeah. That's
Holy.
that's a big fish.
Good. Okay. Camera's here. That's a good.
God, have we see color here yet? Oh yeah, you got a giant. You got a giant.
You know what? My dad will be so envious.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a good size Walter on there. Good size Walter.
Look at this guy. That's like a 2.5.
That's
Maybe even three, yeah.
3.5.
Oh my gosh. Dad, this fish! Jesus Christ, yeah, that's my my dad's dream. American walleye, American zander. Okay, let's let him go. Whew. Jesus Christ. He destroyed my bait, which is good. That will be amazing stuff to show too. Guys from Israel. So as I said, I've switched to more active bait. This is a pedal tail.
Yep.
I completely forgot about scent. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because this thing is just amazing. I don't know, garlic formula from Bang. Is it oil based or?
Yeah.
Because I see marks on the water. That's a fish just under the boat. A nice size too. Like a smallies. Yeah, sometimes they follow you like to the boat, and like you think of reeling in and like recasting, and
Right there.
don't do that. Yeah, just jig it a bit, like
Right there.
So it's pretty much the end of the day.
Yes.
We got what, easily 20 fish. Like
20 of our target species.
yeah, 20 other target species.
Some beautiful perch that were not the target species.
Those
and of course,
perch in the beginning.
that one bass that you caught.
Yeah, the day
Mint.
was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So conclusion.
Everything works.
Yes.
And you prove that, and you've made me a believer when it comes to this Fanatik Baits and the larvae presentation.
Oh yeah, that thing, especially smaller ones.
Yep. And as I've done traditional split tails, paddle tails, you had a paddle tail on, you were catching fish with that.
Yep.
It pretty much didn't matter because of the low light that we have right now. We had a full moon yesterday. There's going to be probably another full moon again tonight. So there's a good chance that the feed bags are on. So while we have a little bit of light left,
We'll still do this.
let's win a
fishing.
line.
Yeah. I say one thing. I feel like this garlic thing today. That was a freaking key, man.
Yeah, that Bang. If you get
Amazing.
a chance to use it, I mean, there's all kinds of scents out there that are available to anglers. I'm partial to Bang. I don't know 100% if it's oil based, but when you spray it, make sure you're standing upwind of it, because you're gonna stink like garlic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So stay tuned, guys, for more episodes of Walleye 101. We're definitely going to show you more techniques, more styles of fishing, and more secrets of how to catch those beautiful fish. And thank you for being with us.
Yes. Well, as I say, we got a little bit of light left. Let's
do a
go
bit
to
of
line, 'cause
fishing.
I think the feed's on.
Yes,
Right
yes.
on, let's get to it.